Hi, everyone. So great to see you on this edition of Let's Talk Networking. It's Monday morning here in Melbourne and Singapore, and Dhea Bartlett and I were ready to go for the week. Yes?
Yes, for sure. 100%.
It
Thank
is an
you.
exciting week ahead, and I know that Dhea and I are so excited. We have lots of networking coming up, don't we?
We do. Funnily enough.
Funny enough, it's what we do. It's what we do all the time. But Dhea, so great to have you here. So if everyone, I would love to introduce you more formally to Dhea. So Dhea is with Dhea's Ideas. She's coming to us from the greater Melbourne area. She is passionate about networking. They call her the networking queen. She is an executive with Send Out Cards. And please help me because you guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Our tech today was we spent so many minutes on tech. Tell us the name, the formal name. She's the founder and head honcho at, I'm gonna mess up the name of the networking. Tell us the name of your networking.
Bayside Women of Business.
I knew
Bayside Women in Business. Yes, even I have to know.
Bayside Women in Business. So welcome, Dhea. So glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry.
Oh
yes.
My gosh. If any of you can relate, sometimes tech, I love tech, and tech is what binds us all together here globally, but sometimes it's like, wow, what else could happen? So Dhea and I are super excited today. One of my themes for this week is going to be all about leveling up your follow-up, how to stay connected. And this is one of the things that Dhea is like most passionate about in the world. And that's the aspect of building relationships. It's not necessarily hi bye my thing, is it, Dhea? Can you tell us more about how you view the philosophy of follow-up?
Well, thank you again, Terry, once again. As you can attest, as you run networking events and have for many years, that I'm sure you would have heard this. I came to your event, but I got nothing.
Yes.
And you go, you got nothing. What did you give? You came, so you might have given an hour or 2 hours of your time, but what value did you bring? How did you connect with others? How could you connect others with others? And so it astounds me that people come with the intention of wanting to sell things to people, but I often ask people, did you come to my event to buy something today? And they go, no, I wanted to meet new people. So then if you're coming with the intent to sell and then people are not coming to buy, there's a disconnect. So the person who's attending needs to change their mindset of how they attend. So you do need to come with the intention of how can I serve others, and how can you connect, because no one likes to be sold to. We all want it to be our own idea, don't we? We all want to know when we're ready to buy that car or that widget or whatever, lipstick or skincare, that it's like, oh, I've got this blemish or I've got this need, I have a function. Oh, where's that lipstick lady who sells that gorgeous red lipstick, as Terry Lee and I both love?
Hey, I wasn't thinking today when I put the red on to live with you, but hello, it's perfect, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it's all about, how, like I always think, people say to me, the reason I have got that title of the networking queen is I actually connect people with other people. It's not, yes, I go to networking events, but people often in my inbox several times a day, hey, Dhea, do you know someone?
Yeah.
Hey, Dhea, I've got this issue. Is there someone in your trusted network that you can connect me to? And that's purely because of how I make them feel that they can ask that without me going, oh, so do you want to buy my Send Out Cards now? When are you ready to start Send Out Cards? It's not about that, because then when the time comes and they have a need for my product, they will say, well, you are who we need. But it's not, it's just staying top of mind for them, of adding value rather than selling all the time. And that's how the relationship comes about, being genuinely interested in the person as well as their business.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So DJ Durante popped in and said, technology can be a pain. She's with us. And she said, oh, glad to catch one of the lives. So great topic. So Dhea, how do we, I'm getting ready to go onto screen to an event, and there's going to be, I don't know how many people there. It's impossible to create great relationships with everyone. How in the world do you pick out who it is that you want to work over time to build a long-term relationship with? Are you able to shed some light on that?
Yeah, it has taken. I mean, like you, Singapore, Melbourne, we're still in lockdown and restrictions more and more. So going out to meet and have that coffee is tricky. So Zoom was here. It's going to stay with us. So initially, I just was very casual. I must say, I used to be on my phone and people would talk about their 1 minute, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's right, dinner. What time's dinner? Okay, Can someone go and buy vegetables? Oh, it's my turn," and then I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
But I've actually consciously, got all my distractions taken away, focusing on that minute because if I'm paying money to attend an event, well, first I'm investing that, then it's my 2 hours or 1 hour of time. So add all that up. I try to make it my goal is 2 connections. Well, when I say connections, it's actually more like 2 appointments. I made a goal this year that I would connect on LinkedIn with everybody. So, and if people don't accept it, well, then that's not meant to be a connection. So I firstly I used to be on Facebook, but I realized that people with businesses or business owners don't necessarily want you to see they're more hesitant to connect on Facebook. It's more personal. So I switched to LinkedIn, and if I can have it there, and then hopefully with content, my content, their contact, we can engage. I started putting a booking link in my nice to meet you if you'd like to catch up. And those that take it up are often are the right people. So firstly, it's be engaged in the meeting, really listen to those 1 minute pitches, because how else, that's all we've got at this stage. And, and then try to connect. Look, if it's Instagram and that's all you are on an Instagram, well, then just find the platform, because the people that you want will be on that platform. Maybe not everyone's on it, but if you can do LinkedIn, as you'd agree, Terry, most people in business tend to have a LinkedIn profile.
Yep.
And then try to get that one-to-one appointment. And don't worry if they don't, because I've had somebody that booked in last week that I met months ago, and they finally were ready. And, timing is everything. It's just when it's their schedule. My husband often says, don't answer the phone. I go, why? It's someone's ringing me. He goes, yeah, but it's their schedule. They're interrupting you. So, it's the same thing with the bookings. It's when time allows, they will book in when they're ready and when they feel inclined. And I love that. Whilst there's a strategy, I love the organic part of it as well. I try not to force anything because it feels yucky. There's a technical word. It feels yucky.
This is one, if we had the quote to be able to put up, trying not to force anything. It feels yucky. Just let it happen. I think that's so powerful. Now, Dhea, I had someone recently who, I thought this person totally was comfortable networking, right? They had come to an event, they had met the people on the Zoom, and they said, I just wouldn't know how to reach out to them and make the connection at this point. Would you be able just to share some verbiage because this person can't be the only person who feels that way, right?
No.
Even if they're a seasoned business owner, just not knowing how to bridge that gap when they reach out. Because it's for us, we might say, oh, that sounds so simple, but not if you don't know what to say. What is it that you say when you meet someone at an event and want to reach out?
Well, if connecting on LinkedIn's too confronting, a quick little email, just 2 lines to say, hey, Terry, I met you at the Global Network event on Friday. Really love to, see if we can catch up, or I'd love to find out more about what you do. Here's, if you'd like to book in, here's my booking, if they haven't got a booking link, but just reach out at least start the conversation. Within 24 hours is often a good time, because we have got what's that goldfish memories, like, who are you, what do you do? And I often have to go back and look on LinkedIn. But if you can just say it was, I didn't get a chance to meet you properly, if you're open to it. I love using that word, if you're open to it, because it's giving them the invitation to, if they don't, they don't. And like I said, it doesn't matter. It's not a reflection on you, because we all know emails, digital marketing, all those pings that people get in their life get lost in things. And even me, I was guilty of it. Bobby, as you know, is a fellow TV team member, introduced me to somebody about 6 weeks ago. The guy replied, and I did not reply. And thank goodness Bobby, is such a good referrer that when I searched his name, I saw this person, and then I, apologized and we booked a time. But, things fall through the cracks. We don't know what's going on in people's lives. And, but definitely if you can, within 20, at least you do the first reach out by saying, It was lovely to meet you. I didn't get a chance to fully understand or hear all your business. I'd love to find out more about what you do and see how we can support each other. Doesn't mean I want to buy what you're saying. It's
Yes,
just let's support
yes,
each other. Yeah, yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
There was some keys there that you may have heard Dia say, and it's true. I loved if you're open to it, and I think it's about, yes, about supporting each other, and be clear if it's you're interested in their service to purchase it
Oh, yeah.
today, right, because
Mm,
because
mm.
yeah, um
I
I
did
think
hear once,
I
which was interesting. Sorry, Kerry. I did hear
no
once
go
when someone, I was a bit shocked when I heard it because, I mean, 15-minute appointments, I don't know what you can achieve in 15 minutes, but once a person asked somebody else if they were interested in their program and that person said no, that person said, okay, well, we're done now. Didn't get a chance to talk about the other person's stuff. And she's told me,
oh
and they've,
yeah
and I'm telling you, I'm not mentioning names, obviously, in which country or anything like that, but it's just interesting that, I think you need to have at least a half hour, appointment. But
yes
15 minutes is just, it's like that's transactional. I want to know about you. I want to know who did your hair, where do you live? How long have you been there? Like all that, being interested in people is one of the things I think what's missing in business. It's not being interesting. I'm sure everyone's heard that. Be interested, not interesting.
yeah
So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting share too. So be careful with your booking system. I don't know who's telling people to do 15 minutes. It's different if it's a discovery call.
well, I'll tell you what, mine right now says 20, but I give him more. I
Yeah.
think it
Well,
just
that's
well, sorry, yeah, and yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm leaning because I want to get something, because I think while you're on, I think it would be pertinent. I think it would be pertinent to share, because you love building relationships, and part of that's reflected in your business. And so Dia is part of, we mentioned she's an executive, we send out cards, and so I was reaching to grab, building relationships. Dia sent me this postcard, okay, and I don't even know when, but you know what, you keep this, like, this is like me and my two youngest, right? You keep these things, and when you get it in the mail, you're like, wow, I mean, she took the time to grab this off Facebook, and yeah. Oh, there's more. So there's another one she sent right here too, right? But you don't get all over my office is things like this that people have sent me. So talk to us a little bit. Maybe people don't know about this tool, and so if you would share just a little bit about what it is. And obviously I'm just gave you a raving, like this works.
yeah.
Like, I know you remembered me and I remember you. So talk to us a little bit more about that as an option for our follow-up.
Yeah, so once you've established that relationship and you've, not that things have stalled or that it's just we've had the one-to-one, I've shown you my business, you've shown you mine. How do you stay top of mind with that person? And the next level is to reach the heart, and that's where I think is because end of the day we're all business people with a heart. Yes, we all want to make money, we all want, but if you get into someone's heart, like brand loyalty. Like, why do I not change from Sony TVs? Is it because they're the best? I don't know. I'm just loyal to them. And that loyalty comes from, well, I've had good products from them. I'm not ready to change my brand to another one because they haven't let me down. So the same with you, that once you get to the heart of a person, and yes, there might be lots of Arbonne consultants or lots of Rodan and Fields. How do you choose who do you buy from? Because they've all got the same product. The only thing that changes is how they make you feel. And if they make you feel great, then that's the person who we would probably buy from. So how do you make people feel great? Well, we send out cards. We have, as you said, the tangible touch. I've got them all over the place because I've been doing this since 2009. A simple thank you in the mail, a tangible touch. I went to a dinner, we called the dinner tribe, and I got a thank you card for going. Now, yeah, I paid my money. I had a dinner. They could have left it at that. We both, got equal. I probably got more because we had great dinner conversations and I made connections. But the host sent me a card to say, thanks for coming. We loved having you there. You added, whatever they want to say in there. And of course you keep them because that was a long time ago because we're not going out to dinners anymore. But you see, that's how long I've kept that card too because, and it's just that whole and it's also bringing in that feeling of something as well. So as long as your words are genuine, and that's not just to, you're not sending to get, then that card will be kept there for work. And at the moment, we're doing what they call the postcard program. We are getting people's photos off Facebook because they're missing their loved ones. You know, your distance between your children, and, you know, same here in Melbourne, people aren't seeing, you know, they're just not seeing the people. So celebrating birthdays alone. And so we're just, you know, we're doing posts like share something that means a lot to you, and people are dropping a photo, and then we can just send it back to them in a card using the system. Just the ripple effect is phenomenal. I had one girl who shared a sun lounge, and she sent me, and I met her, I didn't even realize I met her years ago at an Amazon seminar that I can't even remember the seminar. I remember her, and we became friends, and we hadn't had much conversation. I sent her this sun lounge. She was, oh my God, who's got a drone, you know, looking in my house? And then she realized that, but since then we've had 6 conversations, and I think that's the beauty. It opens dialogue, reconnects, and even to a deeper level that she's, you know, she sells wines. I want to look at her wines, and, you know, it's just that whole, without being salesy, it really connects people and really cements those relationships that I have spent before building, but may have slipped through the cracks, I guess. And, you know, who's got time to make 20 phone calls without being rushed? As soon as you don't want to be that person who goes, oh, you're not interested, okay, then bye. You know, you just, and I hate that conversation when you ring up and you're saying, hi, Terry, how are you going? How are the kids? Hey, and then you go, oh, by the way, what I really want to talk to you about is almost like, well, is she trying to be nice? What is she trying to do? So it's just another touch point in your, you know, social media marketing, your email marketing. This just breaks through digital clutter and gets right. It does get to the heart of the person, which is, you know, why wouldn't you want to make someone feel valued and appreciated?
Why wouldn't you? So I thank you for chatting with me today about it. You know, I used to get a lot more. Lately, it's been better. Maybe people are listening to what we're saying in our lives. But I used to get so many messages in LinkedIn. Hi. Well, some of them were, hi, marry me. I'm getting less of those. Interesting. But hi, buy my thing, you know, and it's just not effective. It's the relationship. And so I thank you for diving in a little bit about the relationship. If you've enjoyed meeting Dhea and hearing from her, number one, I want to invite you to connect with her here on LinkedIn. Number two, she's speaking at our virtual team global gathering that's this Thursday, North America time, Friday, Melbourne, Sydney. Is this an opportunity? We're going to have an expert panel. She's one of 3 panelists. She's going to be sharing some more about these concepts and more. And follow up, I think, Dhea, is a challenge for people. And you mentioned Bobby messaged you. Bobby just messaged me today to say, hey, did you get the connection I made? Da, 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 da. And like, wow, like that's amazing follow up when he's following up on the connections he made, let alone, right? So we all want to be, he's stunning like that. But we all want to be more on it when it comes to our follow up. It's a key to our success and reaching our goals. So included in the post here is the URL V Team Gathering. We would love to invite you to come and be part of that event. You'll find that all the times, it's an hour of global online networking followed by a 30-minute expert panel. So Dhea, I just want to thank you so much for being with me. And I appreciate my relationship with you. Relationships like this grow and you do the things. It's not always, it is about giving. It's about, hey, I would like to lift you up and invite you to speak. I would like to have you be live and see all my people, right? There's that constant conversation as relationships evolve of what is the next way I can lift you up? What is the next connection I can make for you? And I truly appreciate you and the relationship that we've been building here in 2021. So everyone, I want to thank you for your time. We invite you to go to V Team Gathering. Dhea, is there a website they can find you on in addition to saying hi here on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Insta?
Yes, if you go to my name, it's deabartlett.com. I didn't put my surname there, deabartlett.com. There's everything about me on that site. So thank you once again, Terry. It's been a pleasure, and I appreciate our relationship as well and all the opportunities you allow VT members, and of course our friendship is beyond that community as well. So thank you.
You all wait. One day you're going to see pictures of Dia and I together in Melbourne. I don't know when in the world that we will be able to travel from Singapore to Melbourne easily and back, but you wait, everybody. It's coming. It's coming. So, Dia, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Everyone else, let's cheer each other on and help each other grow. And I'll see you here tomorrow on the next edition of Let's Talk Networking.